They'll run with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
36. 24.
Now it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
I'm going to run you over. Here we go, 46.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 21 yards there on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Brooklyn Barons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jackson on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's third down.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 54 flag. 54 Mike. Here we go. Slam.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Complete to George Kittle. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They start the drive with Cook. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Marcus Davenport racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Jackson, a few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go! 50 on the base. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Blue duck. 64. Wait. Bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And touchdown! Isaiah McKenzie with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And an alley to run. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Whip. Watch the whip. Motion.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Mike 54.
Tighten down.
Kill.
Second down and inches. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Cameron Hayward. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals, nothing.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll bring up 4th down as this Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a run with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
on second down now. It's Cook, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down by Trevor Williams. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Check. Show it in.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Here we go.
11 yards there, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. 2nd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Right there, 54. Ready to go. 54.
He'll look to throw. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, What's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson now down around his goal line. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 95 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch it.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
21, Bengals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Finding room at the 30. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown! Jakeem Grant, 82 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is taken to the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Jackson. And Pascal's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Pollard again. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, Grant. He will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's Grant. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. It's going to be a long day.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Isaiah McKenzie with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Barons 41, Bengals 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, are going to come